Hi, my name's Andrew, and in today's video I'll be taking you through how to prepare for an interview. On the screen is a great message by Benjamin Franklin. It says, "By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail." No one actually knows where this originated from, but it has appeared in a variety of forms. But regardless of who said it, the meaning of it is something we can all get behind and believe in. So during our time today, we will help you think about how you can prepare for an upcoming interview. And think about things like what stops us from preparing. It's easy to think I will get round to it, I have plenty of time, we'll do it in the morning, but often something else will then get in the way. It's good to put some time aside and be structured with it in order to help us have a focus on it. And if we are nervous, it can be easy to procrastinate and find reasons we tell ourselves why we cannot do it. Whereas thinking about what we want to achieve can help us prepare for it. So, let's research the role. Try and put yourselves in the shoes of the interviewer. If you were looking for someone for this role, what attributes would you be looking for? Try having a look at the advert in the first instance to find out the keywords that relate to it. Skills. What do you need to be good at to do the job successfully? Experience. What do you need to have done previously in order to be successful at the new role you're applying for? And lastly, expectations. What will this role be doing and what will it achieve? What are the outcomes? At this point, it's a good idea to ask yourself a couple of key questions. What does a truly excellent candidate look like? And what would make someone successful in this job? Write them down, and how many answers do you have, and how can you demonstrate them? Try and give examples when you write them down. It may be that you don't have specific experience in this area, but think about what you've done and how that could be relevant or applied to this role. Next, we move on to researching the organisation. Hopefully the fact that you've applied and got an interview there means it is a company that you want to work for. And don't forget, you will spend a good chunk of your time there. So firstly, make sure that it's the right fit for you. Equally, the interviewer will also be interested to see if you are a good fit for them. Quite often you'll be asked a question along the lines of, what do you know about this company? Even if you are not asked a direct question, being able to demonstrate you have some knowledge throughout the interview will help make a good impression. Just remember not to overdo it. You don't want to come across like an encyclopedia or a Wikipedia page. In a moment or two, we will explore how we can research an organisation. But first, let's talk about what sort of things we might like to find out. The people. What sort of people work here? And why do they work here? What do they say about the company? Perhaps you may know someone that works here already, and you might be able to do further research online through LinkedIn, for example. The customer. Who are the customers? What do they want and what do they expect? And what is the company doing to meet its customer needs? Products and services. What does the company actually do? Is there anything that makes them unique or different to any other company? Perhaps they may be working on something new at the moment that you could do research on. The culture. This can be a little harder to find out, and it is often not a specific thing, but do try and get a sense of it. Is the company traditional? Is it fun, relaxed, focused, for example on health and safety? These sort of things will help you get a sense of whether it fits with your values and what you like from workplace. News and events. What news stories have there been recently? For an interview, generally focus on the positives. But if they have had some bad press, you might want to ask about this in your questions. For example, what are you going to do to change that in the future? This helps put a positive focus on it. Last but not least, research the interviewer. It may sound a little creepy that you're stalking them, but remember, what we are talking about here is the best possible chance for you to make a great impression. Some organisations will tell you who is going to carry out the interview. It is useful to know what their role is and a little bit about them, as this can help build a relationship. Have a conversation and possibly understand what sorts of things they're interested in, or might even want to talk to you about. Again, LinkedIn is a great source of information for this. So, how do we go about researching the organisation? There are many different ways. First of all, have a look at the company's own website, as this is an invaluable source of information and will often have news stories. It will also feature information about the company such as history, culture, strategy and their values. It will also have a careers page and will often have interviews with people, etc. Next up to check out is Glassdoor. This is a website that allows people to anonymously post reviews of companies, and you can find out lots of useful information from here, both from current and past employees. A couple of watch-outs though: always check how recent the review is, as things change with time. For example, somebody might be critical of management, but if the managers have changed, it could be now completely different. Also, is the review from someone that works in the function that you're looking to join? In some companies, that experience can be quite different to different parts of the companies. Next up, try having a look at LinkedIn. You can find here posts from anyone that works there currently or has worked there previously. Check out what sort of things they post about the company, how long they've been there, etc. This is a great website for checking out the values and cultures of the company. Next up is social media. Have a look at what the company's social media account posts. What does it say about the company, and what do people say about them? Don't forget, it can be easy for people to criticise customer service on social media, as people are more inclined to criticise than praise, so don't forget, views may be imbalanced. Last but not least, check out other websites such as news publications to see what else you can find. And of course, good old-fashioned talking to people is great as well. You may even think about contacting the company. Perhaps ring up the sales team to find out about a product. Or contact customer service to see how they support their customers. You can learn a lot about the culture of a company just from the way they respond, support and speak to you. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to check out our other sessions online.